2 games over the 500 mark go the Toronto Blue Jays as they do exactly what we said we wanted them to do. Win 3 games of this 4-game set against the Sacramento Athletics. But God, they hang on for dear life. 8-7 winners. And it took a diving play in the 9th inning from Ernie Clement to seal this one. The positive is you win 3. You've won 4 in a row. You're 2 games over 500 at 30-28. But you lose Dalton Varsho due to a hamstring injury, it looks like, and it didn't look very good. So, we'll talk about it all. Let's do it right now. First inning against Braden Fisher, Tyler Soderstrom takes him deep. It's 3-0. Not what you want to see. But in the bottom half of the first inning, after a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. single, Addison Barger comes up and crushes a 3rd changeup in a row into the seats of the bullpen. Who cares? 2-run shot. Cuts the deficit down to 3-2. Jays are right there. Springer gets on. Varsho gets on. I believe both via the walk. And then they both advance on a fielder's choice. And then Nathan Lucas bounces one up the middle for a base hit. Both runners come in to score. The Jays take the lead 4-3 at the end of 1 inning of play. We are just getting started. Top of the 2nd inning, Toronto native Denzel Clark made that insane jumping catch, climbing the wall in center field there last night, and he hits his first career big league homer in the place that he used to call home as a kid, as a Jays fan. Great stuff from him. Look, Jays win, and he gets a couple moments this weekend. Not awesome stuff. But just like that, though, they regain the advantage. Who cares? Bottom 2. Bo Bichette comes a 92-mile-an-hour sinker thingy in the inner half, and he turns on it. It drills it into the bullpen, and just like that, we are tied again. Bottom 3. George Springer at the dish crushes one to dead center field, and it's gone. His 7th of the year. 2 innings later, George Springer up again, drives one to center field, and it's gone. And just like that, my math is wrong. I know, hold on a minute. No, they got a 2-run lead. It's 7-5 Blue Jays. Bottom of the 6th inning, because the Jays just continue to score runs. Let's talk about it. Ernie Clement leads off with a double. Then Nathan Lucas grounds out, moves Ernie over to 3rd. And then he scores on a wild pitch. And Clase single to center. We're in just great vibes. It's 8-5 Blue Jays. They've scored a bunch of runs. 8 runs on 10 hits today. A bunch of home runs against the former Blue Jay farmhand. But in the top of the 9th inning, Brent Rooker takes Jeff Hoffman deep. And it's 8-7. Then Soderstrom doubles. And now the tying run is in scoring position with 2 out. And a line drive up the middle, diving catch from Ernie Clement to seal the freaking deal. And the Blue Jays win this one 8-7 over the Athletics this afternoon. Thank goodness. Because it looked early on that it might not be very good. But it ended great. Now, I think it was either the 1st or 2nd George Springer home run. Dalton Varsho drills one, and it goes off the wall. He rounds 2nd and heads for 3rd, but right as he hits 2nd base, the hand goes back to the hammy, and he starts trying to one-hop to 3rd base. He gets tagged out in between, and he goes down, and it doesn't look good. Needs help getting up and off the field. It doesn't look good for Dalton Varsho. As much as the OBP hasn't been great for him this year, he got 7 or 8 homers, bunch of extra base hits. Obviously, you know what he's going to give you defensively. That's a massive blow for the Toronto Blue Jays offense and defense. But we'll wait and see and kind of all hold our breath on the whole Dalton Varsho side of things. That's all we can do at this point. All right, you win the ball game 8-7. Like I mentioned, they've won 4 in a row. They're 30-28 on the year. 2 games over. Going into that Rays series where the Jays got just completely beat down, they were a game over 500. They are now 2 above the 500 mark, let's be honest. And I said it in last night's video. Once you get to that 2 games over 500 mark and you've won the first 3 games of this series, there's no shot that I want this team to win 3 of 4 against the Athletics. Once you win 3, especially with who the Jays have on the mound tomorrow, you want that last one. All right? But let's break down the player stats from today and see what happened. All right, a lot of 1-fers at the top of the lineup. Bo Bichette 1 for 4, but who cares? It was a dinger. Vladdy 1 for 4 was in the first inning, scored a run. Addison Barger 1 for 4. Who cares? It's a 2-run shot. Got a run scored as well, obviously in the home run. George Springer had a great day. 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 2 homers, and walked once. So a great day in the office for George Springer. Dalton Varsho, before he left the game, went 1 for 1, obviously. Got tagged out in between the bases. Scored a run and walked once. So tough day for him. Just pray to God he's all right. Ernie Clement continues his hot play, right? 2 for 4 with a run scored for him. Nathan Lucas 1 for 3, drove in 2 runs. Jonathan Clase went 1 for 3. 10 hits for the Blue Jays, only struck out twice and walked twice against former Blue Jay farmhand, Gunnar Hoagland. Now, I mentioned before, Gunnar Hoagland was one of the key pieces in the Matt Chapman trade to the Oakland Athletics all those years ago. He was the former 2018 first-round pick by the Blue Jays who had Tommy John when the Jays drafted him, so they knew it was more of a long-term play. Clearly didn't last very long. He was then traded in the Matt Chapman deal. So, and we got to see what he's kind of all about, which he went 6 innings, allowed 10 hits, 8 runs, 4 dingers. Wasn't great. And they also revisited that trade today, and he's the only guy left in the big leagues, and he hasn't looked great. So another trade between the Jays and the Athletics that was quite lopsided. Remember Josh Donaldson? Who the hell did you trade him for? Exactly. So there's that. But yeah, like I mentioned, we did all the offensive stuff. Pitching-wise, it was no good for Braden Fisher today. An inning and a third, 4 hits, 5 runs, all of which were earned. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and allowed 2 bombs. Easton Lucas really steadied the 4. Is that right? Steady the boat. Who cares? 4 2/3, 4 hits, no runs, struck out 3 and walked 1. Brendan Little went 2/3 an inning. Gave him a hit and walked 2, but nothing came around to score. Yariel Rodriguez went an inning and a third and just continues his dominance. Inning and a third of no base runners and 2 strikeouts. And Jeff Hoffman, by the skin of his teeth, gets save number 13 on the season. Not clean inning. He got an inning of work in, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 strikeout, walked 1. Got the save, I guess. All right, on to tomorrow, the finale of this 4-game series at Rogers Center. It goes J.P. Sears, the lefty, on the mound for the Athletics, and Kevin Gausman, who has been dynamite his last couple outings. He gets the ball for the Blue Jays in the finale tomorrow afternoon at 1:37. Looking to get those brooms out and win 5 in a row and go 3 games over the 500 mark, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game today, hit that like button. Do appreciate the subscribe button. You guys have not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from the game. For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, tomorrow, the finale of this 4-game series against the Athletics at Rogers Center. It's J.P. Sears, Kevin Gausman is the pitching matchup at 1:37. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and the win today. Talk to you guys then.